So I wrote a piece a couple of weeks ago about a thing that I dubbed targeted brand awareness. And I just want to run through a really quick video explaining the concept in a little bit less detail. Um, so this piece is on my blog that I'll drop a link at somewhere. But I wanted to kind of explain this concept in a bit more. And the piece really centered around for companies in the growth stage who don't necessarily have $20 million budgets, who don't necessarily have a billionaire Hollywood owner to drive that brand awareness for them. Those being two pretty significant luxuries. How do us mere mortals without those things drive sustained growth in awareness of our brand among the customers that we want? So this concept of title unusual brand awareness is this, let's say this is the whole market uh, here, and usual brand awareness would say, go after all of this. Let's target everyone, raise our awareness around everyone who is potentially going to buy our product. And let's say we were a brand producing really good trail running shoes, for example. Now, the whole market might be anyone with feet, or anyone who has the potential to buy trainers, for example. Now, targeted brand awareness. Let's redraw this. Is this concept that let's not necessarily focus on this particular market. Let's go after the people who we're going to have the greatest impact of. So really, it explains that if we let's leave the 100% of the market to the Adidases of this world, the Nikes of this world, and let's find little pockets of audiences within here that our brand really resonates with. So those might be this is not to scale, but let's say, for example, that this audience here, or let me redraw that. This audience here, for example, let's say go back to our trail running example. This audience here might be, the really engaged athletes, the ones who are really interested in running. I don't know what to draw for that. I don't know why I've drawn that. So those are going to be the ones that our brand hits home most with. But then let's find other groups within there. Let's go after, for example, I don't know, the people who, let's say we're a really quite expensive luxury brand. This might be the people with money that, this product, they're after this kind of more extreme product, for example. And then our third audience might be for, let's keep our trail running brand, I don't know, let's say sneakerheads, people who are super interested in buying cool shoes of any kind. This is a shoe. I don't know. Let's make that clear. So the people who are interested in the product from a more wide stance. And I think the approach of this is that by targeting those smaller niche groups that our message can resonate with much more clearly, we can get a bit of a better, we can send them a message directly. We can serve this audience a different message to, for example, showcasing the same message across the whole market here. And likewise, we can target people, the serious trail runners, slightly differently to, let's say, the sneakerheads that we're hitting across the board there. And I think what I want to kind of state within this is that still the principles of brand awareness apply. We want to maximize the reach within these groups, but this lets us hit our message home a lot more clearly. It means that we can resonate with them. It means that rather than spending all of that money across the market as a whole, let's optimize to these groups that is more likely to present us with real people, less likely to avoid the masses of bots that might exist all around this audience here, and really go after the niches that work for us. And by maximizing our reach within those particular groups, okay, then let's retarget them. Let's hook them. We now have the budget to really drive the message home through our performance channels. So this is based on the concept of fragmented fame. We don't necessarily want our brand right at the start to be known by everyone. We want our brand to be known by the people who it resonates most with, or the people that it has the capacity to resonate most with. And that's really how you drive growth as a scale up and a company in that growth stage is don't focus on the whole pie, go after the pieces of the pie that it makes more sense and more of an impact to hit. So I'll drop the piece in probably the comments or something within here. I don't really know how LinkedIn works. Um, and you can read in a bit more detail. And of course, if you have any questions or any experiences of this, go really well. I think companies that do this really well include companies like Garmin, who go after, the real adventure-seeking audience. Garmin watches, they're not going to compete with Apple on this whole market, but they are going to compete when they go for the purer kind of athletes, the people who are willing to accept that higher price point and who are really interested in the greater features that a company or a product like Garmin offers.